the opponent before the game starts.
Yeah, not sure if he recently decided to change races or if that was just a mind game. Might have to ask him that if he goes on a long streak. Chompy spawning on the right side and Protoss spawning on the left.
I really think since the patch, this has been even more of a Zerg favored map than it was before. It's really easy for Zerg to secure their first expansion, especially since they don't have to worry about any proxy barracks play from the Terran player. And also, after complaints of static, I have changed my microphone volume yet again, so let me know.
Yeah, it sounds good to me, but we'll have to await the feedback from the chat channel. Not much has happened yet in this game. This Overlord will soon be over to scout out his Terran opponent. Just looking over that medevac wreckage right there.
Now, most Zerg players do know that if you send the Overlord right away, you can park it on the other side of the Terran player's ramp to see exactly what they're building and just kind of get a nice safe scouting location for your Overlord, and especially you can set it up to sack the Overlord later in the game for some good scouting information.
Yeah, Protoss now making his barracks and sending a scout SCV over to his opponent. We haven't seen any buildings gone from Chompy yet. This is a very strong map for first hatch, or for hatch before pool, and that looks like that is what he will be doing.
Protoss actually going a bit of an unstandard opening here. He's queuing up multiple SCVs, so he's going to be delaying his refinery. He's queuing up a lot of SCVs, so he might be going for, I gotta see, it's either going to be Mass Marine or probably a fast expansion.
Looks like he just cancelled those SCVs there. So I guess it was a mistake more than anything else. We now have an extractor going down for Chompy. No pool yet.
Protoss is going to see this expansion from Chompy. That drone tries to chase the SCV off.
Yeah, spawning pool now going down.
He sees the expansion, but the Terran player, he's not going to be too
kind of expected.
I mean, it's pretty expected for Zerg to fast expand on this map.
Yeah.
Still no refinery for Protoss, so gotta be seeing expansion go down really soon. He's really accumulating a lot of minerals.
Yeah, not making SCVs, sort of. I mean, I would call it. I am going to call it a mistake right now. I'm not really sure what he's doing.
That's a huge amount of minerals that he's stockpiling and not doing anything with. Building another barracks.
2 more barracks is going down.
3 more barracks and still no command center. Oh, he's
4
definitely
barracks.
been goofing up a little bit. 5 barracks.
6 barracks. This is.
Well, this should be fun.
Yeah, there's. I really can't see there being a logical reason behind this. You can't really support 6 barracks off of 1 base, anyways, and he's not making more workers. Just sitting there with 16 compared to 22 drones.
You know, actually, if you don't have any refinery and all you're making is SCVs, mules, and marines, you can support 5 barracks constantly producing marines. So this is a very all-in type play from our Terran player, and I think he was waiting for the Zerg players to get the drone and any scouting info out of there before he threw it on all these barracks. Maybe I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying that he planned this out, or maybe he just made a mistake and was trying to dump all those minerals.
I'm not sure. Chompy does still have this Overlord on station. It's not going to see anything right now, but if he decides to move in with it soon, he may be able to get some good information out of it.
Yeah, Scrap Station, not usually a map where you see a lot of early aggression because of the long rush distance. We do see a Baneling Nest, though, going down by Chompy. If he gets that out, it's going to completely shut down this Marine action.
Oh, Chompy does get 1 Zergling up the ramp of Protoss's base. He's going to see that there are 4 barracks down with no tech labs on them. So he's got to be expecting a ton of Marines, and this Baneling Nest is just perfect for him. Yeah, I think he was blindly countering Marines, but now he knows he's going to need those Banelings.
Yeah. Protoss now realizing that Chompy knows his strategy is moving in with a few SCVs with his Marine Ball. Gonna see if he can make something happen right away. But we have
actually saw a big chunk of these Marines coming down when he was on the Zelnaga Tower, so he knows the aggression is coming.
Yeah, he has 9 Banelings morphing in. If he can get them positioned right, it will kill all these Marines. Moving in with the flank. Ooh! Yeah, and everything just dying, and the last Marines trying to regroup to fight off the speedlings, but they're just getting taken out.
They have no stim, they have no combat shields, and they're just gonna get wiped out by the Zerglings. It's so clear.
You see more
Yeah.
speedlings coming in, 2 banelings to reinforce.
Yeah, so Protoss is a very aggressive early attack build here, being completely hard counters by Chompy's banelings.
Protoss knows he's in a bind, he's continuing to pump out those Marines, but he's not really transitioning to anything else, and if he doesn't do something soon, these banelings and these lings are just going to be able to wipe him out really easily, especially considering the fact that Chompy has an expansion up that's going to be able to outproduce Protoss significantly.
Chompy sending Zerglings to test the waters, and his baneling's about to pop.
Still no gas from Protoss, he's really committed to this Marine attack.
Yeah, now throwing down some bunkers to try to hold off this baneling bust that's going to come at him.
Don't know if this is the right move, he's really kind of digging himself into a hole here with these bunkers. He's got to change up his plan.
Yeah, it was a very one-dimensional build from the start, and it just did not work for him. Coming in here with the baneling bust, though.
Banelings on one of those Marines, but then they just take that bunker out and in his base.
Yeah. It looks like the SCVs are coming off to hold this off. I think he will hold this wave, but eventually Chompy's just going to overtake him.
Yeah, he just needs to keep streaming those Zerglings. We finally have a refinery going down for Protoss, but I don't think it's going to be able to detect anything useful quickly enough before the Zergling waves just overcome him.
He has no SCVs on that refinery.
Chompy has a lair and a roach warren going down. I think that's the right call. Just a safe bet there in case he can win the game quickly. He's going to win in the long run.
Yeah, he also has the minerals. I think he should be taking a third base. Taking out these 2 destructible rocks right now, though.
Yeah, he should be taking a third base. I think he's just kind of feeling really safe right now. He knows he's way ahead of the Terran player, and he knows what the Terran player was up to. So I think he's just kind of relaxing and not really too worried about his macro slipping up a little bit.
Chompy does have a speedling over here at Protoss's Naturals, just to see if he's going to try and take that. But no moves to expand from Protoss at all. Protoss not
already.
with any of his barracks, or one of his barracks. Oh,
Chompy already spreading this creep through this narrow choke passage here. Could be attacking soon. He has roaches now with his speedlings. Might be going for another baneling bust shortly.
Protoss is finally getting some tech up. He's got 2 tech labs and a factory going down, but we have a really sizable army from Chompy getting ready to move in. A lot of roaches in production, 8 more coming out, and already, already like a dozen on the field. I don't think Protoss is going to be able to pull this off, even with those bunkers.
And we see Chompy massing his forces right outside Protoss's base, and even with this wall off that Protoss has, I don't think he's going to be able to handle that.
Yeah, we have
coming out for Chompy.
Got a huge army for Chompy massing outside Protoss's base, and there's also a really big food differential between the 2 players. We're at 108 over 53, 56 now. We really don't see Protoss being able to hold this off.
Yeah. Going to be attacking shortly, I think, with these banelings, sending 1 Zergling in. Moving in with his force now. Will this end the game?
Here we go. Tons of roaches.
Ooh. Down goes the barracks. Not going to be enough, though.
Second bunker goes down. Zerglings in